Transportation Committee meeting, June 6th, 2023. Did everybody look at the minutes? Are there any corrections to the minutes? If there's no corrections or amendments,
Second.
Bobby made a motion,
Second.
seconded by Ruth. Okay. First thing on the agenda is excursion buses.
Oh, all right, I'm sorry, excuse me. We're scheduled to leave tomorrow at 9:30. I have exactly 40 people signed up. Diane hopefully will be well tomorrow to assist. And should be a nice trip.
That's to the port, right?
That's to the port.
Okay. That's it?
That's it for the.
Old business. Do you have any old business? All right. New business. Yes, Bobby.
Yeah, I want to report on, oh, so sorry, people. The way we sign up people for these trips. We had a really bad knee-jerk reaction after the trip, the sign up for the trip to Roth Farms. One person made a big to-do. Everybody else understood. Okay, we changed the rules this time, and I cannot tell you how many complaints I had this time. One 82-year-old man came on an early bus. He had his wife's ID, and I had to say to him, I'm sorry, your wife has to be here. He didn't understand that. Had to call his wife. His wife came on a later bus. This is ridiculous. Another person came, a new resident in Century Village. This was the first activity she had ever taken part in. She had her husband's ID. He left and went to the dentist up in North Palm Beach. I said, I'm sorry. The new rule is I can't sign you up. People were hysterical. This is an absolutely ridiculous new rule.
Okay,
People
Bobby,
come-
let me stop.
Yeah. No.
When you put the flyer out, did you say everybody must be there in person to
Absolutely.
sign up?
Yes.
So that's what you should have said.
Oh, we
See,
did, we did that,
That's it.
exactly, but people were angry. Why? This is silly, and it is silly.
No, it's
People-
not. I'm
no.
sorry. I disagree with you.
People come in twos, Fausto, particularly women. They come with a spouse or a neighbor. There is no point in having 40 people standing in line instead of 20.
Bobby, the decision was made by the committee chair, one person to sign. And if you advertised it that way, that's the way it should have been done.
Absolutely,
Period.
that's the way it was done, but
That's
I'm
fine.
saying in the future, and I am not the face.
Bobby, would you
Yes.
like to put your idea in the form of a
Mm,
motion
yes.
so we can discuss it
Yes.
rather than argue about it?
All right, I move that we, discuss how we sign up for excursion trips in the future, the rules.
Make it.
I'll be more than happy to make it into a motion and we'll discuss it next
Make it-
month when the committee chair is
Make
here.
it, make it a determinate motion. I motion that the new rule be such and such.
Okay, I move that the rule for signing up for excursion trips be as follows. One person may sign up themselves and one other person, as long as they show Century Village ID. I second.
Well, wait a minute.
Is this motion going to be tabled until the next?
Yes, ma'am.
Because my English not enough. I'm so sorry. Everybody, I'm so sorry. My English not enough. I have just one question. Can I tell you?
Is this about the excursion?
I don't understand.
We have a motion on the table.
I just.
We talk, wait, hold on. We had talking about excursion bus. Is this
Special
about
trip.
excursion bus or something different?
Special
For
trips.
bus, for special.
Okay.
Can I explain?
Sure.
I'm so sorry, my English, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Yes, I just wanna just everybody, before it's scheduled, before, it was before new schedule. It was very comfortable, it was perimeter around well.
We're talking about, we're not talking about this.
No, this is.
This is the wrong thing.
You're talking about regular buses.
Yeah, I don't understand because it's
We-
not easy for me.
We do this,
Okay.
we're gonna wait, we'll do this later, okay?
Yes, we will.
Okay, sit down.
Is this motion to be held open until the next meeting?
That's what I suggest, since the chair made that decision, it should be the chair that discuss it. I think it should be put on the agenda for next month.
Is that okay with you, Bobby?
Listen, I am not the face of excursion trips. It's okay with me, but I don't want people to feel. Get the impression that I'm in charge of excursion trips.
No,
Anybody can plan a trip but as far as I'm concerned, if I run them, I'd like a clarification.
I understand. I'm just asking you, since you made the motion, do you have? any
Yeah, that's
problem with
fine.
Being held next.
Absolutely.
meeting?
Yes, Phyllis?
It was always that way. It was always one person sign up with their ID, unless it was man and wife. And other than that, everybody else had to come down. Nobody signed for two people unless it was man and wife. That's how the old excursion used to go.
So we're gonna have this discussion next week.
Next month?
Next month.
Next month, yeah, assuming we have excursions.
Yeah, I have nothing planned.
Okay. All right. And do we have any other new business that needs to be discussed? Omar? Go ahead.
Well, because this excursion book tomorrow is all set.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
all right.
we're not talking about that. No.
And then, next year in line, it's about the changes on the schedule. So you guys want me to go through?
Yes.
Well, it says here concerns talking about the changes, stopping at the Holy Name of Jesus Church.
Yes.
We're doing that already. It's
Yeah.
done.
These were the minutes of the last meeting.
Yeah, yeah, that's. I only got a couple of complaints. And Patricia has not been in the office, she's sick. So
She sent me a couple of things, and actually I received an email from Donna, but I don't know if you guys want to discuss that one.
whatever, it's up to you.
No, we reviewed the cameras and we saw the issue.
All right, so just so everybody understands, there was an incident on the bus last week where purportedly a rider whacked another rider on the head with a bag, a freezer bag. And we had an incident report made up by security. We sent it to Omar, and Omar's gonna give a report on what he found.
Yeah, so pretty much we checked the camera and seems to be really a minor issue. It was not such a thing that really, actually, this person throwing the bag on the head of the other person, no.
Did it appear to be intentional?
Good. You can tell that it was intentionally done, but she did not throw the bag off to the other lady. What happened, and later on I can share with you guys. Bus is at a stop. The passengers are ready to step off the bus. She's coming with a walker, and the lady's cooler, it's on her lap. Actually, it's on the floor. And when the passengers start getting off, she pulled the bag from the floor and put it on her laps. And once she's coming, slightly she, pushed the bag a little bit. And what she does is like, don't push my bag. That's all.
So what is your recommendation on how to deal with the incident?
You need to look at it.
No.
Really,
We're asking for your recommendation. This is your bus and your shop.
it's confusing because on the email you're telling me this person is legally blind. Doesn't seem to be like that
Okay,
at all. And it seems also that her attitude it's already disturbed by something else. Because in traveling on the bus, she's being like,
So
you know,
we're talking about-
impatient and this and that.
This is the person who got whacked in the head?
Yes,
Or the person-
yes,
Okay.
and it was not in the head.
Okay.
Again, what she does, she has the bag on her lap.
Mhm.
She's coming through, she pulled the bag from the floor, put it on her lap. She's coming through, and either her car or her body touches the bag, and she goes, "Don't touch my bag."
Okay.
That was all.
So it sounds like your recommendation, there's no action to be taken.
But other than just tell the guy you need to behave, that's it. No,
Is that-
it was
is
not.
that acceptable to the
Yeah,
committee?
yeah.
It's a non-founded complaint. It was
Nah,
not done
not really.
intentionally per se.
No, I don't think that it was, I mean,
Was
she
an act-
actually does, don't touch my bag.
Yeah.
But that's it, that was all, and then she walks away, and there's no more, after that, there's no, and before that, we reviewed the whole video, looking for the actual time, because it was no time. And it was a pleasant ride for everybody, and it was a full bus. That also tells you that all the seats were taken. So it was not a chance for this lady to move to another seat. All the seats were taken.
I rode on the E-train for 10 years, and there were times where I had to say, "Hey, fellas, stop stepping on my foot."
Right.
There you go. So I don't think that's gonna be anything that we should
Okay,
really.
that's your call.
Oh, yeah.
What else?
I don't know, Omar?
We don't have anything else. Right now, we're coming to a slow season in general. Summertime is usually slow. The school stops. We're gonna have a lot of daytime trips, week trips rather than weekends trips. So if you have schedule, let us know ahead of time, because usually the schedule is weekdays. We are working hard on upgrading all the buses and preparing a lot of things on the buses. We're doing thorough maintenance, and we're gonna have a company coming to do refurbishing on the buses. Good news to you guys, we're looking into new buses for you guys. It's also already there. I don't wanna go ahead of, I don't wanna step in on-
Newer buses, right?
Yes, newer
You say
buses,
newer
newer
because,
buses.
yeah.
Newer buses. And I don't wanna step in, my bosses,
Yeah,
but they're working on it. It's not gonna be tomorrow, for sure. But not only our transit fleet is gonna be renewed, also the charters fleet is gonna be renewed. So also for your discussion, you're gonna start seeing newer buses on the fleet. This is start happening now in June, and it's gonna be slowly processed all the way through the year. The company is growing. The actual terminal, West Palm Beach terminal, is growing. We have the land next to us. It belongs to the owner of the company. We're gonna start building a new parking lot and a new structure of the building. We were short staffed since COVID. We finally managing to complete our staff. We're gonna have 3 shifts of mechanics, which is to us is really important, especially for the transit buses, because you guys start at 7, you finish at 10. So only overnight we can work on these buses. So it is important to us to finish this overnight shift. We're getting there. We are installing a new wash machine. It's gonna be now an automatic machine that washes the buses. Rather than what we're doing now, which is with a broom, basically. So that would give us a chance to work hard on the interior of the buses, because we don't have to put that many people to work outside. So we're gonna push on the inside. We do deep cleaning. And I just hope that everything that we are doing, it reflects on the service that we're gonna give you guys and we provide to you guys. Don't be patient. I know you've been already patient with us. Unfortunately, this is not something that we can fix overnight, but we're working on it. And my promise to you guys is that we're gonna continue doing it. And as soon as I have better news for you guys, and as soon as I can bring newer buses, it's gonna happen.
I got a phone call last week. Are all your buses capable of kneeling?
Yes.
Because I had a gentleman that came up that said that he stopped the bus and the bus said would not kneel. And he couldn't get on the bus.
If something like that happens, I need to know right away.
Well, the guy called me and I explained, I says, all our buses kneel.
Yeah. Or buses new.
And
We have also step stools. And I don't know if we have one single step two in every single bus.
My
We could
understanding,
not do
this
that.
guy was either in a wheelchair or something.
Well, if it isn't a wheelchair, it's a ramp.
Yeah.
But we
There
have,
was only one complaint, one phone call. I asked him for his name, what bus, what route. He couldn't give it to me. But it was, I said, I can look into
Yeah.
if there's,
Please.
if a bus is broken, we need to know.
Yeah, oh, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And right now, I don't have newer buses to bring, but I have buses to replace.
Okay.
I do have buses. One bus goes down, I have another bus sitting waiting to replace. It's not a problem right now with the buses, so in terms of that. Okay, so ramps needs to be working.
Did you make the newest copies of the bus route? Do you have them on the buses?
We make copies, you make copies, we.
They're all on the buses.
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah. If we run out of those, we can.
Yeah,
make
because from 2 weeks ago, when you gave us the copy, we made May 2023 and we bought some at the clubhouse and we have some over here.
Yeah.
So if you make any changes, we need to know. We also printed them in the UCO Reporter.
No, that was another thing. If we implemented that change on Sundays, the bus
Right.
going to the church
Right.
and back up for the first couple of hours. And then after that starts with the regular schedule. I just need to know if that works for you or not.
Well,
If it's been,
well, it was kind of short notice because we put these out on Friday and it started on Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
So we're starting in the slow season, so I don't know how effective it is or not. Now that it's been in the paper and it's been out for.
We have done it for 2 weekends only.
I understand that.
This is gonna be the
The third weekend, right,
Yeah.
so I don't know, you have to tell us. Is it working? Do you have people coming up? Are they aware of it? Do we have to advertise it more? I don't know.
That's a good question. Need to talk to Harry Lai, he's the one doing it for the weekend.
And juniors doing.
Junior too. Okay, well, we're gonna interview the
Right.
drivers
Okay,
for this specifically. We can take, we
But
can
for
get
it's
a camera.
working, because I last Sunday received a call from supervisor. And the people is waiting for the bus,
okay, good,
so.
like I said,
tell me again what needs to be advertised?
Dad,
There's
there's
no
a
date.
Sunday bus. That goes to.
Holy name.
Yeah, holy name.
Should we, or should I put in the blurb that service to Immaculate Conception will not change?
Yeah, nothing changes, we just
People
added.
Say that, what, when I go to
I know.
Immaculate Conception?
No, not.
Yes.
All right,
That was it. It was a bus run that was added upon request of many. We had 15 people here that
On-
wanted that
popular demand.
Yeah.
popular by popular demand. Yes.
All right, I'll get
Now-
this out on the blog and I'll get it out.
There's a.
Yes, ma'am.
A comment.
If I may, hi, Sue Sabelico. Yeah, when I rode the bus, I wasn't here, I was out of town last Sunday. But the Sunday before riding to Holy Name, everything was perfect. Only some of the people at the clubhouse were saying, I didn't know we were going to Holy Name. So yes, I believe too
Sure.
that it should be an agreement, but we want to express my gratitude, how you guys get the job done. That everything was perfect.
The last thing we want to do is
Thank
appear to be like, I like this Catholic church other than this one. We're going to both.
It's a choice.
Yeah, exactly. And it's your choice. Yeah, I'll take care of that.
All right.
And the other thing that we had, I'm sorry to jump in,
Okay.
was about the bus leaving the Mary Immaculate
Mm.
Church before time.
Right.
We extended the service, so I hope that.
I haven't had any complaints. I haven't heard anything. The only complaint I got this weekend, and you're gonna laugh, they want a refrigerator put on the bus. And I didn't even give it to you. It's sitting on Patricia's desk. I know.
My drivers would love that.
Refrigerator?
It's general demand. My drivers want the refrigerator.
They want it for beer.
Yeah,
They want to have beer on the bus.
yeah, we can do that.
Yes, Ken.
So I got something I made myself a note of.
Yeah.
Dave Boaz, you said you had some questions about the last bus.
No, it's gonna be too involved.
Okay.
Donna, before you continue the next point, Margaret's reminded me about something.
Hit me.
We have the feedback from the driver about returning from church on Sundays.
Yeah.
When the bus is coming back, Yeah,
Which church?
the holy names, Jesus.
Hmm.
When the bus is coming back, it's not arriving to the clubhouse
11.
at 11.
It's coming a little late.
It's a few minutes behind.
Huh?
Because it's a long trip and it looks like sometimes the ceremony lasts longer than expected and the bus is seated there waiting.
People, yeah,
So just make sure the community understand that bus may be coming a few minutes late, but it's coming and it's taking the trip and it's going to every single stop,
I'll get that in.
all right,
you know? So the
Yeah.
supervisor is
I mean,
there.
we're trying,
supervisor is
yeah.
Also there letting them know, hey, listen,
yeah,
this is happening. Now, we agreed on internal buses, making sure that the external buses arrive to take these residents from
Right.
church that want to go home.
right,
So if we're gonna stick with that plan, the whole 11 o'clock shift or 11 o'clock loop will be delayed waiting for the church bus to come back.
right. Okay,
Okay, that's the only way that these folks coming back from church will not be stranded at the clubhouse for another half an hour
right.
until the bus goes around, for another hour until the bus goes around. So we're gonna hold the entire shift until this bus arrives. And
We gotta make sure that we notify the riders of that. of
yes,
that.
and the church driver
Yeah.
will stay on the radio telling the supervisor, I'm 10 minutes away, I'm 5 minutes away,
Yeah.
until the bus arrives. Okay?
The other one was it Friday night, I was at the clubhouse and, was there an on-site supervisor between 6:30 and 6:45?
Yeah.
No, okay. Is he anywhere near the security desk? Is he in the front? Because people were coming in and asking questions about the bus schedule, and the guards were saying there's nobody here.
What day was that?
Right, last Friday?
This past Friday.
That
So-
happens anytime.
You know, the guards, a lot of the guards are new, they have no clue, you know,
You guys receiving that email Maurice sending with the supervisors on duty?
And the phone numbers?
well,
Everything.
yeah, we got that. I'm just saying that certain times, especially on a Friday night or something, when you have more people, that you have the dance going on or Saturday, and if there's a question about the bus schedules, that there should be a supervisor near the front door. I mean, when we had First Transit, Jose was right there. He was right by the first bus.
Okay,
He was there like the whole time. So if anybody had a question, they could talk to him. The guards knew who he was.
okay, let's
Talk to
do,
him.
let's do something right away. We're gonna check the schedule, who was on Friday night, last Friday night on duty. We're gonna question what person was.
Yeah.
And the schedule that we send you guys with the supervisor's name and
Right.
phone number, you can share that with security. If you wanna print that and bring it to security, so
But
if someone comes,
my question is, if he's there.
no, if
and
he's not.
Sitting in his car in the parking lot.
Is there. We're gonna stress that it must be
Right.
there.
Right,
But in the event that, let's say the guy walk away to the restroom,
yeah, that's a different scenario.
get security involved,
Right.
give them the information, the
Right.
phone
There should
number.
be Some kind of trend. I
So
mean,
they can
everybody,
call and
everybody has a need. I'm just saying, I happened to be there for 10-15
No,
minutes.
that's fine.
And people
We're gonna
were
look at that.
asking, what about this bus? What about that? And they had no clue.
You know what?
Who to turn it over to.
Let's ask the supervisor to check in with front desk
Yeah,
at the beginning and at the end of the shift.
Yeah.
you know, or at least if he's gonna stay in the front of the clubhouse, tell the security guard, if anybody has a question on the buses, I'm right here.
Okay,
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm here, yeah.
You know, I'm here.
Yeah, we don't have an office or anything here, so sometimes the supervisor go to the car, sit on the car, waiting until the bus is coming back. You know,
Well, we just spoke to Eva. We're trying to help you.
I appreciate it. I just spoke to her. We kind of have a nice conversation, but she told me I need to talk to my legal, and I say,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
let me know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's fine.
She brought it up. Go ahead, David.
Main problem is that the supervisors aren't always there when the buses come back.
Right.
I don't care where they're at between 8:10 and 20 minutes to
Yeah.
9. They're never there when the
Yeah,
buses
when the
are
bus
coming
is
back.
arriving.
That's when they
Okay.
have to be there.
I agree.
I agree. No, that's the whole purpose of supervisor. Okay, let's That's not a problem. They need to be there, they need to be there. That's fine.
Yeah.
And again, we don't, right now.
Yeah, because they can answer the questions better than the security or anybody else.
Not only that, those residents want to know what bus to take to go someplace.
Right, exactly.
Number one, number two, number three. They usually, usually the riders are the same, but when you have a new rider, a new resident, somebody moved, somebody came from north, they don't know.
Right.
And it's easy to have somebody there.
And we did make some schedule changes that,
Who is our supervisor? Who is there? Who's the supervisor?
who's this?
Now,
They have 4 gentlemen. Well, they actually have 3 unless they hired a 4th person.
Yeah,
What-
three.
none of us know them.
Well, that's,
That's why they.
See what I mean?
There,
Yeah.
that's why they should be there.
No, when Jose was there, we knew him, we knew exactly. what's
That's,
going on.
I understood.
Yeah.
That's why they have to be there when the buses come back.
Yeah.
We don't have to know 3 men, as long as you know 1 man.
They'll be
well, but they
Yeah.
work shifts.
Yeah. There's they lead to different supervisors, one in the morning from 7, well, it starts at 7 at the yard, controlling the buses and the departure from the yard. It's here, by 8. For the first,
What's their names, you know that, you must know.
in the mornings, we have, Pablo Lopez, he's the main supervisor for.
What's his name?
Pablo Lopez.
Oh, Pablo.
Pablo,
He's,
Until 3 o'clock.
Tuesday to Saturday.
Tuesday through Saturday. He's off Sunday and Mondays. So on Sunday and Mondays, we bring somebody to fill in for his days
What
off.
do we have daily?
Pablo in the morning. And then the afternoon supervisor was terminated. I'm looking into somebody else.
That was
Meantime,
Roosevelt, right?
in the meantime, I have 2 filling supervisors for the afternoon that we alternate between them.
They answer the questions, they're very nice, there's no 2 ways about it, but we don't know who they are.
Yeah, you need to get to know, you need to get to know them.
They're very cordial.
Okay, that's fine. We just need to enforce that they there when the
Well,
bus
thank
come
you,
around.
thank you for, you know,
Absolutely. No,
But
absolutely.
you have to look in this, the same uniform, maybe you think it's the driver, but it's not the driver.
Yeah, the uniform. is the same.
Supervisor.
The drivers, I beg your pardon?
They wear uniform.
Yeah, they all wear uniform.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They may look like a driver, but it's,
right. What he's saying is that the driver and the supervisor wear the same uniform.
Yeah.
So you don't.
Yeah.
You want him to wear a hat that says supervisor on there?
Yeah, okay.
But if you asking some of the drivers,
I-
who is your supervisor? It's same.
I understand. Yes, Phyllis.
Don't the drivers wear tags on their shirts with their name? So why don't you have the supervisor have a tag that says supervisor and then their name? So they'll know the difference.
I'll look into that. I'll look into that. Let's see what I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Academy is really strict with the uniform. To the point that when you wear uniform, you have to wear uniform, correct uniform. The tag that we give you, the shoes that we give you, the hat that we give you. Academy is like that. That doesn't mean that I cannot be flexible, but I need to get the okay. I don't want somebody taking a picture saying, look at this Academy driver wearing a different hat than the other drivers, and then the owner comes after me like,
If you
why are you
could
doing
look
that?
into it,
Yeah.
that the supervisor could be, since we have 3 different supervisors.
Yeah.
And I
that's
think,
Something to say supervisor, so
Yeah.
people could go to. Anything else you got to say?
No, just the
That's fine.
supervisor.
Can I say something?
Sure, go ahead.
I'm here this, last month I complained about Mary Immaculate not getting home on time. And I'm here now to thank the committee to work so rapidly, and we have, now they pick us up at 5 o'clock. I have other complaints, but since I came here to thank you, I'm not coming here to complain. That'll be next one.
You're gonna save them up?
Yeah.
All right, we look forward to it.
I want to say now, I go to the movies on Sunday. And what happened this past Sunday, we came out of the movies 8 minutes after 3, or 8 minutes after 4. And the bus leaves at 3 o'clock, so we had to wait a whole hour for a bus.
okay, but
Is there some way that the buses can work with the theater when we come out of the movies? I'm not saying it should be done, it would be very to our
We can.
advantage.
We can.
But
Okay.
that would be
If,
good, you know.
if somebody tell the supervisor,
Right,
hey, the movie is finished maybe 10 minutes late, you can stop the
This was
business.
8 minutes.
So they waiting, there's just.
Yeah, well, in the past, whoever the head usher, or whoever one of the ushers were, would go out and tell the the supervisor, the movie's running a few minutes late, and the
Sure.
bus would wait.
Right.
Yeah,
But we need to coordinate with the ushers with that.
yeah,
So that somebody from the usher corps has to go outside and let them know.
Yeah,
They don't know, they don't have a ball to say the movie's running late.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, again, like I always,
Asking for the impossible.
no, let me tell you something. Our job here is to serve you guys. If we cannot hold the bus for 8 minutes to make sure that you go home, there's no reason for us to be here. So it's not, on the contrary, I like this because we work on this and we wake up early. It's not a problem. All we need to know is someone that goes to outside, say, hey,
Yeah.
but the show is running late. Could happen. The show is a show, could happen that runs late.
What's the real name of the other church? It's Mary Immaculate or Immaculate Conception? Mary Immaculate, got it. Gotta get it.
So
right.
it's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. We just need to
But-
know.
This is why Patricia has been very specific. If you have a complaint or something happens, put it in writing. Drop it off over here, email it so we can get it to them. Because this happened Sunday, today is Tuesday. You know? Yeah, just calling up on the phone is not good enough. I'm just saying.
Anything being resolved.
No, but the only way we can resolve it, if we're aware of it, if it's in writing. I mean, you're lucky that today was the meeting and that we're here, but a lot of people, something happens today and they won't tell us till next month when they come here. And we try not to let that happen. Okay,
Yeah, absolutely.
all right.
Absolutely.
Can we let this young lady speak now? Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. My name is Raisa Bilbray. I live here in Windsor. And before a new schedule, you have perimeter run 12:45. It was very nice. It was very easy. After lunch, I took this bus around the trip and I can take bus 1 o'clock from clubhouse. Now you cancel this round trip. And now I can take 1 o'clock bus and take another bus 2 o'clock. And 30 minutes I sit in clubhouse and wait this 2 o'clock bus. And I have next just 2 bus, 3 and 4. It's very not comfortable. I know around the street take a lot people and everybody was here happy. Now, before we cancel, now everybody sit 30 minutes, wait 2 o'clock bus. I lost 1 o'clock bus, you understand?
Which, are you talking,
Not-
is that the Publix Express you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the Publix Express bus?
That's.
Yeah,
what it's-
well,
that
bus-
what he's doing.
That bus was eliminated so we could go, other people wanted to go 5 days to certain places where they were only going 2 and 3. So we're trying this new schedule, okay? We bring it to their attention and we're gonna try to work it out. But we eliminated that bus, and I understand it's an inconvenience, but 30 other people came in here and wanted to go shopping 5 days a week.
What's more important, food or shopping?
Right, they wanna go shopping, so
Yeah.
that's important.
Yes, but this cancel around trip, it was 5 minutes to go
I
around
understand that.
and take a lot of people. And everybody was, can take 1 o'clock bus. Now I can.
Well, we're gonna have to work around. it. Yes, ma'am.
It is
Change the
also in
way.
relation to what she was saying. It wasn't just the Publix Express. It was the external buses.
Everybody,
Doing
yeah.
the perimeter run
Right,
at 8:45 and 12:45. Not just the Publix Express.
right. It's
The external buses before.
One at a time, please, one at a time.
External buses before do it 8:45
Right,
and then 12:45.
yes.
So
Okay.
if you could bring that back, because for us to get to the 9 o'clock, we have to be ready before 8 o'clock to get the internal bus to take us to the clubhouse. But if the external bus I don't think it's much. When they come in, they just go around and.
Sure.
I don't know, the academy put the new schedule together, there's going to be some changes that need to be done. Thank you for coming in. Do you guys know what we're talking about? So we might have to make some changes. But again, ma'am, I need you to put it in writing so we can, we have a record of it. I gave it to,
Submitted it to.
okay, as long as we have it in writing, that's good. And you guys know which route,
I received
okay,
a complaint or suggestion about public express.
okay,
Somebody said that's, we need that, it's coming back, it's no.
no. it's-
No, we're
It
not.
was every bus, not.
Another thing is, you have 8 o'clock buses, internal buses, they go to each one community.
I know, but
You take that bus, and you arrive in the clubhouse around 8:35, 8:40. And then 9 is the external departure
Right,
to the supermarkets or.
Yeah.
If you want doing another change about that,
Yeah, it's,
now, my concern is if there's a bus stop that's been eliminated by the schedule that we made. Like, somebody came and told us that you don't stop at, Wells Fargo anymore. That bus stop was
the
eliminated.
external buses don't stop at Wells Fargo
Yeah.
because we have internal buses stopping here in Yuko and Wells
Okay.
Fargo.
Yeah,
So
okay. But as long as there's a bus that goes there,
Yeah.
we're understanding.
yeah, we will look into that, but it's really. It's tight right now with to do another additional run, around the perimeter with
it's to try, the time is tight.
the time is,
So we try to put another place, new place,
Okay,
so.
and because you have 3 internal buses, it's going around all the communities, take the people, and the point is the clubhouse. You change your bus and then you go.
Yeah.
We do in the perimeter at 11:45. When the bus is returning, they coming from external roads.
mhm,
So they go straight and doing the perimeter because the people, they need go home.
right,
And we have lunchtime after that.
Yeah.
So it's too much time if the people have to
It's too
stay on,
much, right.
on the clubhouse.
Yeah, exactly, so,
okay. Well, look into it. If there's something that we can do, something that we can adjust, we can. If we can't, at least we're aware of it. And, like we tried to tell everybody last month when this went into effect, the new schedule. And the new schedules all say May 2023 on there. This is the schedule that everybody should be looking at. Okay? You don't have that. We hand wrote that
yeah,
so that when we
I
make
can add it.
copies,
I can add it. And send it.
yeah, this way we know if we make a change,
Yeah.
that we get anything that,
Effective May.
if any updates.
Yeah.
Okay? Yes, Don.
Committee, before I get this blurb out, let me run it by you, make sure I got all the details. Yuko Transportation Committee, responding to CB unit owner requests, has worked with Academy Bus and adjusted the exterior bus routes to accommodate riders who want to travel the Holy Name of Jesus Catholic Church on Military Trail. The bus will continue to serve Mary Immaculate Catholic Church on Spencer Drive as well.
Yes, that's fine.
That's it.
Yeah,
Out it goes.
that's it. Ma'am, do you have something you want to say?
No, but since you asked, this is about the excursion buses. I remember we used to have a few trips during the month. And now we don't have it anymore. Can I ask why we don't have them anymore? We used to go like the flea market, at
Yeah.
school,
Well,
many places, IKEA. And we don't do none of
well,
that.
the excursion buses is something above and beyond the transportation. That's extra. This is something that was done in the past to bring people to the beach, to
Yeah.
different, to the malls and stuff. And we eliminated them for a while because of COVID, but now they're only doing a certain amount. That's really not part of it's above and beyond this committee. that does that. Does that make sense?
Well, who does the WPRF?
No,
No.
it's still done, but it's not part of the transportation committee.
Not
Trans-
part of the academy.
No, it's part of Academy, but it's done, it's not. How do I put it? It's in the budget to do, financially, we put in the budget to do X number of buses, excursion buses.
Matter.
Right, it is, it's above and beyond whatever's in the budget for Academy. That's not their problem, this is the committee issues that. That's the point I'm trying to make. They don't make the excursion buses, the committee makes them up. So it's not, this is not the time,
Planning.
right, we plan and then whoever we got.
But there are so many members of Century Village who would like that to come back.
Well, go ahead, David.
If that's what you would like to do, then you have to put your request in writing to Patricia. She's the chairman of the committee. And if she asks for your help, be available to help.
Oh, there will be people to help.
I'm not saying that there won't be, I'm saying that's where it has to start at. No, we don't. or
Because
some-
they were very successful. They were really.
For the
good.
same 55 people.
That's not necessarily true, but
Excuse
if
me.
you would like
May I ask
that,
a question?
Stop, somebody's talking.
put that in writing to Patricia Caputa. She's the chair of the committee.
That's what they'll do.
All right, thank you.
Phyllis, you had something to say?
Yes, Ruth made a comment and I want to ask a question, okay? Bobby, how many people on your trip go all the time? The same people?
I have no idea. It's too busy signing up. I don't.
They're paid. They pay for trips. You're talking about an unpaid trip where the same people took it time after time after time.
Doesn't matter whether you pay for it or not, are the same people going time after time after time? I'd like to see those sheets.
They don't
You keep
run the
making-
same
You keep
trip all
making
the
that
time.
issue about the same people all the time, and that's not always so.
Well, David,
Phyllis, I guess I do it myself. But it's not fair to say to Bobby, I mean, it's your trip. It's not her trip. It's the
Committee.
trip of the transportation committee. I'm saying, that's why if you want these other trips to come back, you have to
Somebody
go
has
through the
to
chair.
make the suggestion.
okay,
So if we get enough signatures for it to come back, it'll come back.
maybe,
You
have to
can
approach
make a
the chair.
specific trip.
but you gotta come up with a trip.
Where do you-
Shopping isn't a trip.
What time do you want to go? Where do you want to go? When? You know, those
You
things.
mean, we have to plan the trip?
You have to think of where you want to go and tell the
We
committee.
wanna go shopping.
We have.
You got Publix 5 minutes
I
away.
know. But I don't mean grocery shopping.
You didn't specify, you said shopping.
Well, we do go to the outlet.
You go every day to the outlets.
They go to the outlet mall every day. You can
Every
spend
day,
a
Monday
week
to
in
Friday.
there and not see every store.
Sunday through Friday.
Do people on the committee know that an excursion bus costs us approximately $900? Do you
Well,
want to
that's the
spend
financial
$900 to go to the outlet mall when a regular bus goes there a couple of times a week?
You're
There
talking
is-
one
A
of
couple
the
of
wetlands
days.
when it goes
5 days.
outlet.
I will personally will not plan a trip that costs $900
Yeah.
to go shopping.
Well, thank you.
Somebody made a suggestion to go to Mount's Botanical Garden. I said I don't see where we should be spending $900 to drive 3 miles. Let's be reasonable.
I see your hand up, Phyllis.
Okay.
She's not finished. Are you from whenever you're done, Bobby? Okay, Phyllis, she's done.
Okay, I disagree with you, Barbie, because I know what the price was when I took the excursion trip. It was when I took it out, $540.
Not anymore.
All right, but that's what it was when I took it out, okay?
$886
That's
to go to
now.
the
When
port.
I took the excursion buses out, it was $540.
I remember when
Went up
15
the
cents
price.
put your loaf of bread and a quart of milk. That doesn't matter. This is what the price is now. Yes.
It was $900.
This is another thing.
I know what the prices were.
If you wanna take
We
a
wait,
trip,
wait.
you have to remember,
He's trying to talk.
oh, I'm sorry.
We receive complaints about the supervisor and driver. And my suggestion is the passengers, when they are on the buses and they using walkers, they have to follow. And the other thing is the cars they using for shopping. Some of the residents take a big car. So you have people sit on the bus and they come in with these big cars. You know, I'll try to.
But you should, the bus, it's up to the bus driver. The bus driver should say, this, you can't bring in, these people, if they come in with a wagon that's 4 foot by 2 foot, you say, no, it's gotta be a shopping cart. Or
If you can help,
Yeah.
we've notified the resident of that. And then the last thing is the people is walking inside the bus when the bus is in motion.
Okay,
That's dangerous.
okay. My suggestion is
Sit.
what happens, the bus driver stops the bus on the spot. Say you have to sit down, otherwise the bus is not moving. Your bus driver's in control of that.
Yeah.
Cause we could tell them all day long, but they're not gonna listen because we're not there.
But the problem is the driver is driving.
Yeah,
He's put attention on
I
the
understand.
road. The people is walking.
Yeah.
Something happened for some reason, he has to brake
Yeah.
and the person is felt
I know.
inside
No,
the,
it's as long as it's.
inside the bus. So we talking with 2 or 3 residents with these issues
Yes.
and we explain, you cannot stand on the bus. You have
Is it the same
to-
people over and over again?
Yes.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
only that, they should not be oversized walkers. There's some people have walkers that are extremely big. Now, the bus is for everyone. It's not only the people that unfortunately that have a walker. There's people also that go there without a walker, and if they have this walker that is this big and the aisle is this small, there's a problem. So they should not have oversized walkers. And it's mean for me to say because I don't have a walker, but I think they should have walkers that fold up. So there's more room on the bus.
Yeah, my point is, we can working together to educate.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bus.
yeah, absolutely.
We came across something similar and years ago. And after we tried different things, we ended up putting a limit or limitation to the size of
Right.
the shopping carts.
Right.
We came out with the idea of eliminating metal shopping carts. Because when you're driving the shopping cart, you're paying attention, looking for the seat that you wanna take, and the shopping cart is right behind you.
Can
And
you,
they were injured, all the other passengers sitting by hitting them with the metal car. So we came out with the idea of, well, you know what? Metal cars are not allowed. We need to get a soft canvas or clothing metal, a shopping cart. The size was limited to, and then for some time, they put a sample at the shopping house of the shopping carts, and they put also a link where you can buy something like this, and
I
we
think,
came up with a solution, but I hope that at this point, it's not.
well, I think you should send something to Donald about people walking while the bus is in motion. Okay, that the company policy will be, if anybody gets up and the bus driver sees you walking while it's moving, the bus will stop. And it's up to the driver to determine if whatever you're getting on the bus is too big. Donald will put it out, you can add it to the bottom of this, no oversized carts will be allowed so that they're aware of it. Okay, I mean, there's only so much that we could do, but that's really your control, your driver and your company, you know.
On the other hand, some of the presidents, they don't touch my things, don't.
I understand that.
You know,
Don't ride the
so,
bus.
it's a really, it's a matter of educating the community. You know.
Right, right. But you can also, if you have an issue with someone, I think we could censure that person from riding the bus.
That's almost cool.
You know, this is Omar, this is up to you. If you have one individual that is continually doing the wrong thing,
Rains.
you have no problems. You don't want that person on the bus and we'll make, we'll
I
notify.
hope that we don't have to go
No.
to get to that point. I
No,
hope
but
that-
I'm just saying, if the safety is there, if you have a person that gets up every time he gets on the bus and walks, and you're telling him, no, once, twice, three times, after that, we can make sure, we don't own the IDs. But we can notify Eva that we want that person's ID suspended for a week, and he might learn.
Yeah,
Right, go ahead, David.
Well, first of all, it's a bad idea to get WPRF involved.
Well,
When the other company was here, it was left up to Jose and his company, whatever they did, if they suspended somebody for 30 days or 60 days. There was no question from Yuko
right.
about it. That's
Okay.
your job.
okay,
That's
so
why we
what we're
hired
gonna
you
do,
as a-
if
that's
this
why we
something
hired you
becomes
as a
becomes an issue, we're gonna run through you guys and we're gonna say, well, this is what we're gonna do.
Just let us know what's
Yeah.
going on. You know, WPRF does not contribute to the buses at all.
No, they don't,
Okay,
No.
that's fine.
but I'm just.
Gonna run through you guys.
Yeah.
When there's a real problem, okay, this is happening, we're gonna do proof that it's happening.
We're just gonna let us know after you've made the decision.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always your decision.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're done with general discussion. Do we have any good and welfare? If nobody wants to make a comment? Besides Nancy? Then what a great job we're doing, and we love the bus company.
Keep up the good work.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you, appreciate it.
Keep up the good work from Mary Immaculate too.
Yes, Phyllis,
I just want to know, how are the new runs going? Are they going smoothly? Are they going good?
well, we only have one or two complaints, so
So they're going good.
they're going
From
good.
you, so.
Pardon?
What's the internet?
Did you say something to me, Donald?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I was messing with you.
Kidding around,
Evaluate.
kidding around.
All right.
No, what's the?
I'm just interested, how would you run
Well, that's, you heard two complaints so far.
Okay, so nobody isn't doing. And,
Guys,
I'm glad
let's
to
have one-
see-
let's have
I'm glad
one
to
meeting.
see-
Let's have a meeting. There was a question brought up, and you heard it. Two people said that they're, because of the time constraint, and then you had two people say that they're very happy with the runs the way they're being run. So basically, we're on the right track. It's a matter of making it happen. Right?
I'm glad to see that.
Anything else for good and welfare before, I'll entertain a motion to close the meeting?
Yes.
Yes.
Just if we're complimenting the bus company, a couple of us who never ride the bus had nothing to do one night or one day. We said, let's ride the bus. We found the route was timely. The bus driver was very polite and very friendly. And we had absolutely no problem. Terrific.
You know what, we are finding more drivers that they are willing to just do this job. And to us, it's exceptional. Like having a driver that if you tell him you need to do route number 1, number 2, number 3 on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, every single day, and they tell you, yeah, sure, absolutely. I like doing it. It's important to us because we give you guys an individual that you can recognize. You see the person's face, so you know, this is my driver, this is the driver that's gonna take me home, or it's gonna take me to this place or another place. So before it was not like that. So that tells me that at least on the driver's side, the driver's end, it's doing something that is working for them. They like to come over here. And I just hope that, we can continue doing something for good.
Motion to adjourn by Bobby Levin, second,
McDonald.
I
Nobody
second
wants
it.
to leave.
Phyllis,
Gambling casino.
all right, thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
you.
We open the door.